Hey peeps, Ross England here with Clear Lake Guide Service for your fishing and lake report for, let's see, today is August 11th, 2021. Your initial report is it's hotter than snot out here. I think as you can see behind me is dead flat calm. We're sitting in the middle of the lake right now. So this is probably going to be a little bit of an abbreviated report. So let's run over the launch ramps that are open right now. 5th Street is open. There's construction between 5th Street and 3rd Street in the parking lot. They're redoing it. And 3rd Street is closed because of that. As of today, Redbud Ramp is still open. Although with the lake level getting to, I think we're just about minus 1.1 within the next, by 1.2, as I've been saying all along, they're supposed to close it. I've heard from a couple of people who've used the Clear Lake Oaks ramp, and they've told me that there's been some issues there. Some people are having no problem, and other people have dropped off the end of the ramp. So if you use that one, be careful. Brado's is still available, but it's really dicey, and it's kind of a two-man operation, more so than a one-person operation. So I kind of checked it off as not really being a usable or smart ramp to choose right now. Already talked about lake level. Water color, temperature 81. Well, actually it started out this morning about 80, and it's probably topped out at 83, 84, somewhere in that range. Some areas it might even be a little bit warmer. Water clarity, I'll tell you, yesterday when I was out, it was hard to find a spot that I like to fish, meaning there was a lot of algae to deal with, and it was all over the place in the central portion of the lake, down in the Redbud Arm and in the Rattlesnake Arm. It actually was a little bit better today for some reason with the added heat. It didn't seem like it really bothered anything. So, the conditions water-wise and where we could fish, I didn't really feel like there was a couple places I pulled up to that I said, nope, that's too thick. But for the most part, what I'm seeing is if one side of the lake seems like it's pretty gummed up, then just go to the opposite side of the lake. More than likely it's going to be a little bit clearer over there. Weeds, we're always looking for them. I can tell you where we found them. Almost all the places we found them, we caught fish, except for where we started this morning. And I got us off on a wild goose chase this morning, and that was wasted time, other than learning that I won't do that again. As far as what the, activity, there's nothing scheduled that I'm aware of this coming weekend, so it's another free weekend. There was a couple of small clubs that went out last weekend, and I don't have that information, so a 5 or 6 boat club I don't usually count. Fishing. Yesterday was a struggle. Yesterday was one of those days that I apparently just wasn't really on my game. I think we ended up with 8 or 9 fish. We had a couple of lost fish, but just couldn't quite get the number of bites. It just seemed like it was a tougher day. Friday and today, both much more average days of what we've been doing. 15 to 20 fish. No real big ones. Our better fish were 3-pounders. We had a couple that were pushing 4, but only a couple of fish that were really under 2 pounds. Just really good, solid fish. And we caught them on kind of a mix of topwater baits between frogs and spooks. We also caught some fish on drop shot, little swim bait, and there's something else. It seems like I'm always forgetting that. There's one other thing, and right now my brain's fried, so don't know. But most of the fish, have been shallow. They've been less than 5 to 6 feet. And actually the bite's pretty good, other than yesterday, which was, what was yesterday? Tuesday? No, Monday. Yesterday was Monday. I don't know, just an off day. So looking forward to getting back out, getting some more fish on the board. Just be careful out here. There's a lot of rocks if you like to fish some of the areas that have a lot of structure, like down around Rattlesnake and places like that. There's a lot of rocks that are probably shallower than you really think. Just be careful with them. So I think that's it for today, because I'm hot and it's time to go home. So have a good weekend. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for listening.